Hi everyone, so I am back on the van. There's a few little things that I've done recently and I haven't really filmed, just being busy, or I don't really want to lead you down the wrong path because the heater is quite a scary thing to do when you're messing about with gas. And I'm the one who's going to be doing the boxing it in because there's no way I want the pipes getting damaged, because it feels like a toughened cardboard. But by the time you throw things in cupboards and things and we're all tight for space, I don't want them getting damaged. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'll show you a bit of the little bits that we've done, or other things anyway. So the first thing I did was measure some batten to the length of the wardrobe, which would be the spine for my box, and just cut it down to size using a handsaw. Then, using some off-cut OSB, I also marked that down to the length of the batten and just cut it with my jigsaw. And I had to cut 2 pieces of this to create an L shape for the box. And then screwed 2 pieces of batten to 1 piece. And then fixed some more OSB to the top. And then after painting with black chalk paint, I just popped it in, and I found just sitting it in like this was fine. And then I used more OSB to create a boxing around the gas heater, but this time I used some L brackets just to create a frame around it. And after pre-drilling a couple of holes in the bed frame, I just screwed it together. So it's another day. I don't really like these ad hoc kind of jobs because I don't know whether I'm coming or going, but I have finished boxing in the pipes in the pipe in the wardrobe and the gas heater underneath the back of the bed. But now I'm actually going to completely change or add new flooring. So yeah, I didn't actually film any of me pulling out the old lino, but we bought a cheap lino off-cut for about a tenner, and it wasn't very good. It was thin, it was tearing up almost like paper. I know you're meant to go for a very hard, strong stuff, begin with A, but instead I've gone to B&M and bought some really thick carpet tiles. So it should be easy to install. They're self-adhesive as well. They're $8.99 a pack. I've read recently that going to the range is cheaper, it's $6.99. I think they were the same ones, but I'm going to put that down. But before, obviously the other stuff wasn't very good, and then when we took that off, the carpet underneath, we didn't like that before either because it just attracted every little bit of dust, particle and loads of sand, so no good. So that's what I'm going to do, but conveniently it's absolutely peeing it down, and I don't like it this time of year when it's cold and it's just horrible weather. And it's not nice doing this on the front. If I could bring this van into my house and do it, I'd be happy. But yeah, it's irritating. Let's do it. Are you helping? Hey, what have you found? Go get him. Go get him. That didn't help. So to give the tiles every chance of sticking, I made sure I hoovered the whole area first. And then to get an idea for the pattern, I just dry laid the tiles. And just to make sure I wasn't going to be left with any really tiny silly cuts. And thankfully the layout that I wanted, I wasn't going to be left with any. So it took a while for me to get started on the first row, and that's because no matter how I tried with a right angle lining up to the kickboard, I realised the kickboard wasn't actually straight because it bowed in the middle, and so did the actual step in front of my knees. So in the end I actually found I needed to do this by eye. And once I'd got my first one set up, I peeled off the back and just firmly pressed it into place. And any cuts needed, I just used my cutting mat, Omni grip board or Omni grid board, and a sharp Stanley knife. And just did a bit of dancing to keep them in place. Then once I got my first row sorted, everything just fell into place. And it was pretty straightforward. Go on then. Do you like your hands? What do you think? Just need to put the cushions back on. Hey. What are you doing? And then I thought it was a good idea to test to see if the bed still pulled back and forth, and I had no problems. It's starting to feel a little bit like this time last year actually, when I started doing the van, which was I think probably exactly a year ago. Sit boy. But now all I have to do is connect the heater to the camping gas bottle, because we're going to have a separate bottle for it, which is £28 a bottle for the smallest, I think, well, one of the smallest ones, which I think is insane. But it's just going to be as a heater, and I don't think we'll use like loads of it. Well, hope not, but we'll just monitor it. But it's going to be hopefully so much warmer for the winter. And then I've got to put the beds, the cushions back to the bed. And I think that's it. I've probably forgot something. So if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you've got any tips, feel free to comment below, or any questions in case I've missed anything. And I think that's it. Oh, and my fiance drilled holes for vents down here. Yeah, you can see there. And if you go through here, there is actually one through there as well. If you remember the pipe that was in the wardrobe here, it all leads through. It sort of goes through from the bed, through the wardrobe, through here, and then here, where we're going to get the warm air. So I'm looking forward to that, because I get very chilly. Anyway, I'm going. So hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye. Right, we're going to see if the heater in the van is working. I can hear it. It better be warm in here. Oh my god, it's toasty! I think that is going to keep us warm in Scotland and places like that.